The bigger the phone, the better the experience. This is a thought that many have when buying their next phones. Despite how one-minded this thought sounds, there are instances where it is true. Is the Infinix Note 3 one of those instances? Maybe. For the people who like using big devices, the Infinix Note series must be something that they have come across, more so because of its price point. Being a budget device, the price range is pretty affordable, and despite the slight increase in this year's model, it still comes at a relatively budget price of 15,000 Kenyan shillings. The Note 3 exudes beauty, a huge facelift from last year's Note 2, which could have been easily ignored. Looking at this phone sitting on a table, you can't help but lift it up and give it a closer look, more so if the screen is turned on. This is because the Note 3 has received an internal and external upgrade. Gone is the plastic build of the Note 2, this one comes with an aluminium unibody. The internal interface has also received a much needed upgrade. The Note 3 comes with XOS Chameleon, Infinix customized software based on Android Marshmallow. It's a colorful interface that takes advantage of the big, brilliant 6-inch HD screen. It plays around with blurry backgrounds, wonderful pops of color, and some fun animations. I especially love how dynamic it all is, right from the lock screen that changes every time it is opened, so long as you're connected to the internet. It is these small things that make the experience of using the Note 3 a joy. We also have some hardware upgrades, and the most notable one has to be the fingerprint scanner added at the back. Yes, at 15,000 you get one of those features that is thought to be of high-end devices, and it doesn't suck. It sits comfortably and you instinctively reach for it no matter how you lift the phone up. It hasn't failed once during the time I was using it, and I wasn't overly bothered by its speed. When the screen is completely turned off, it does take a few microseconds longer, but the fact is that it's a very functional addition. Performance is quite smooth on the Note 3, with the exception of some stutters that you can't really ignore. This happens most when I'm scrolling through Instagram and apps like Twitter that can end up frustrating your experience. But if there's one thing that this device is made for, is media. With a screen this big, watching videos and reading books is what it is made for. Gameplay on a bigger screen is also better, especially one that has some good graphics, and it's a good thing that the Note 3 keeps up. The main disadvantage is where the speaker is placed. At the bottom, the sound can be muffled by your hand as you hold it, and when you listen to the sound, it feels unbalanced as the sound comes from one side. Last year's Note 2 came with fantastic battery. With a 4040 mAh battery, it was described by us as a battery warrior. This is no different on the Note 3. Coming with a 4500 mAh battery, it can last you up to 3 days or more with limited use. With constant screen time, however, juice is depleted at a much faster rate, but it will definitely get you through the day and maybe the next. The good thing is that despite the bigger battery, you won't have to wait too long for it to be fully charged up again. It comes with fast charging, allowing you to top up its battery quite fast. I can describe the camera in 3 simple ways. It's not bad, it's impressive outdoors, and it has manual controls. I could easily leave it at that, but for you, I'll explain. It comes with a 13 megapixel and 5 megapixel camera combo that has its good moments. Indoors, it's nothing extraordinary, but it thrives once it's outside. Colors pop and images turn out beautifully. Close-up shots blur out the backgrounds well, and you can also shoot on HDR. The one mode, however, that caught my eye is the professional mode, or read it as manual mode. When on this mode, I can get creative with my shots, right from changing exposure, ISO, shutter speed, white balance, and focus points. If you're into photography, these are terms that make sense to you. If not, probably move along. My biggest quarrel with the camera is its interface. It's about time for an upgrade. It just doesn't fit in with XOS Chameleon. And then there are the other things that make the Note 3 special, for example, the X apps. So, for 15,000 Kenyan shillings, this is probably one of the best budget smartphones you can get, if size is something that makes you happy. Better news yet, there will be a 4G version which will pack even superior specs. If big phones tickle your fancy, the Note 3 might just be the phone for you. Do subscribe to our channel for more video reviews, and as always, keep it Techweez. Bye!